Alright, so it's New Year's. Is a This is a picture of Granby and me at my graduation. Granby was my grandmother. She died a year ago, December 29th, 2020. She had pancreatic cancer and knew she didn't have long to live when she found out. She didn't choose to go through all the um, treatments and everything, just chose to die in the short time that they said she would live if she didn't do treatment. And then if she did do treatment, it would have been like three years maybe. But everyone that she's talked to about it has said that going through treatment, their relatives, it was just a horrible quality of life and everything. So she just said she just would rather just live it out for, I think it was like 6 months for her. So I decided to do this video today because when she was dying, or early on when she was diagnosed, she said that it would be cool if she made it to New Year's Eve and died on New Year's Eve. She died 2 days before that, but I figured I'd do this video on New Year's Eve just to for her. She would like it, I guess. I don't know. So, Granby was Granby was someone I will always talk to, and she was always there to talk to. She'd call me almost every day, especially the last 6 months. I would go over there or call her every day. It was during COVID, so that was annoying. Some days I wouldn't go see her because I was near somebody who might have got COVID or was sick. But she was someone who believed in me and pushed me to try and do great things. Still, she, she thought I could do like rocket science, and I fix her TV and she thinks I'm smarter than Bill Gates. But that was something I enjoyed. Now it's like a burden because I want to do great things for her thinking I can. So another thing about Granby is one of her famous sayings she would say to me and others all the time is to fake it until you make it, which I've been using a lot lately. I think the whole point of the saying that was to not get stuck in these ruts humans get in through fear or depression or anxiety, but to fake like you're okay until you are okay. I think that's something that is extremely valuable. There's not a lot of you don't have a lot of time on this earth, and to be stuck in these depressive states and not do things or to not live, it's not worth it. Like you just gotta push through and fake it, and hopefully, eventually, you'll get out of those ruts. Like I'm in them now right now, but I'm doing these videos every day, pushing through it, and I have tons of fears and anxieties that I just am fighting through, not letting it keep me doing nothing. So that's all I wanted to talk about Granby. I Shortly after we found out she had pancreatic cancer and was dying, we I went over there like a month later and recorded like 15 minutes of basically just her talking because she would talk a ton. So I'm gonna have that at the end of this video, and that'll be that'll be it.
and they work in a job where you walk around all day talking to everybody and carrying a piece of paper to look like you're going somewhere. I ended up taking on a couple of people's jobs, technically. I said, look, I'm not working for the fun of it. So I'm just working to make that clock move.
Yeah. Yeah, I do that too. I try to stay as busy as possible.
Yeah, I loved working out front because I did everything out there. And I saw a lot of things I wish I didn't, but I saw more than other people. But I didn't go around telling people. It's amazing.
Yeah.
That's why I get so irate when I have to work with any agency. They just get stupider every day. Now, when you talk to somebody at the government, they've got a list of questions on the computer probably, and you cannot hurry them through. I even said, look, I know you've got 10 questions there. Everything's the same. Nothing's changed. Well, what's your phone number? I said, and by the time I get off of there, I know my blood pressure's gone up a bit.
Yeah.
I mean, what, 2 years ago, Mass Health. I'm not on Mass Health because I make like $2 too much. But they pay my Social Security Part B, which is great. I didn't even ask them. They just sent me a letter, blah, blah, blah. And now they're doing other people's, which is good. I don't know why, but they are. So, in fact, October was the month to redo paperwork. That's what I should do, is go in there and stay in there and out of your hair. But I can't. Yeah, go ahead and put the flowers in the car.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, they would look good on your porches.
Yeah.
Do both your parents hate flowers?
They just don't like the work to keep them alive.
That's part of living.
Yeah.
I mean, if we didn't have green stuff and flowers, and I kind of figure God's in everything we look at, I remember arguing with, I never can remember the difference between a agnostic and atheist. Well, anyhow, they don't believe in God. And I said, look at the tree, blah, no, that didn't work. I said, look at your own body. It's a miracle right in itself.
Yeah.
Did you do that? Did you form that body? No. I said, well, where do you think? Evolution. I said, I had a new question for God. What was it? I gave up asking your dad questions. He always has an answer I don't like. And I can't argue with him. He and Shannon, they actually are a lot alike.
Yeah.
Do you notice that?
Yeah, I noticed that before, yeah.
Hmm?
Yeah, I've noticed that.
Yeah. I'll never forget that night in your grandparents' living room and the dining room. Everybody's at the dining table. Everybody's there. Why? Anyhow, I was spending the night there. I'd just gotten in. And I probably told you this 18 times. Mary and I stayed out of the confusion. I don't know how she survived all these years. But anyhow, oh my God. The first time, I think Shannon won. There was such an uproar. I thought, man, God, you put her in the right family.
Yeah.
Mary couldn't believe that I grew up and we didn't play games.
Yeah.
I said, my dad did. Corbin was the first baby to come into that house that he actually got on the floor with. Much less, he would hold them, and you could see he didn't know what to do with them. But he got on the floor with him.
Wow.
It's amazing. And poor Greg, he carried a grudge. Maybe he still does. I have to talk to him about that. Because when my dad, when he worked, he bowled once a week. She allowed him 1 week and 1 beer at night. When he retired, he went to 2 beers, 1 at lunch, after lunch, and 1 at night. Still the cheap beer, not good beer, but cheap beer. And he got that much out of life. But I told James, I have to ask him. He called the other night because we knew Daddy was on the way out. You get in that fetal position. I wasn't there, but I was getting reports every day. And I told James, I said, go get him a beer. Go ask his doctor so you can get through the rigmarole. The doctor said, give him anything you get down. Go ahead and answer it. See who it is.
Oh, I don't want to answer it.
Oh,
Here.
oh, come on. It'll shake everybody up. Try. Hello? Attention, attention. There's some problem on your computer. This is how I started out here with some little guy from India over at Hyde Park, and he kept telling me there was something wrong with my computer. I said, look, come here and find it.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't find it. Come on, look for it. I asked, what's Connor doing here early in the morning besides to wake you up?
He takes his trash to the church dumpster.
Oh.
He doesn't have like a pickup thing.
Will he? I mean, is he permanent there for a while?
He doesn't want to stay there, but he's there right now. I don't know how much those things cost. It can't be that much.
Well, it all adds up. You pay for the garbage, you pay for water, you pay for...
Yeah.
And people don't realize when they start griping about maybe they're going to mandate this or that for health reasons, they don't realize how much you're already mandated,
Yeah.
You can't breathe anymore without the government knowing. And it's worse with toys.
Mm-hmm.
I can't get over do we really have them? Because I'm watching, well, it's not new, it's been around, cops, and but then that gets too bad. I even went to mushy programs on Hallmark, and Harriet and I used to watch it. She loved that, and I used to stay away from it except on my soap, but everything just got so down, I said, what happened to our so-called funny shows? Well, I've been trading off every day. I used that phone yesterday, so. Oh, you got it. When you take one of those out, take these with you.
Oh, nice. It's a big can of cashews.
Yeah, your folks got them. Is there a lid on there? Oh, good.
You don't want them?
My stomach doesn't want them, put it that way. What did I try eating? Oh, don't tell you, well, yeah, you can tell her if it comes up, But you know those little sandwiches they always get me from Market Basket. Um, they got one pair of egg salad, which I love. I couldn't eat it. I wanted to throw up. I had 2 bites. That was it. And I can't. The only bread I eat is toast.
Yeah.
And I love bread.
Yeah.
If I had good toasted, I keep looking at this ad of the old granddad, you know, those things you make at home, and this little kid, she's taken off. If you look at the, oh, my mouth is so dry, and I even gargled with some of that stuff. Oh, she's pulling off. There's layers. If you look at one really close, there's layers on there. So she's pulling off a layer. And I was thinking, you idiot, you're watching commercials.
You're talking about those like biscuit things?
Yeah.
I do that with
Every
those.
time I think about them now, I think about, and she's very patient. She's not a clink scale. Hardly any patience over there. But she'll pull off, and while she's putting it here, and her brother's stealing it.
Yeah, those are good biscuits.
Ooh, yeah, I would like to try one. So, your mom's not going crazy cleaning the house, and
No one's coming over for a while.
what?
No one's come over till like mid-November, so maybe then she'll go crazy cleaning.
Well, at least y'all can tell Olivia. Connor's been trained, not that he did it, but
Yeah.
I still think he has some kind of attention deficit.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And it doesn't help to punish him. It doesn't help to. There again, I've got all these snapshots, you know, in my head, and I remember taking care of y'all and maybe the dog too at the house on North Street.
Yeah.
And you still had the chore list on the refrigerator, and it was his day to take the garbage out. So first I was nice. I said, it's your turn to take the garbage. It got as far as the living room. He disappeared.
Yeah. Walked downstairs and forgot what he was doing downstairs.
Yeah, and then you say something to him, and oh, you know, like, you want to take a nap?
Yeah.